Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you on this Halloween. I contemplated dressing up, but I don't have anything. so it's just me in a dark sweater. Speaking of sweaters, it's so exciting I get to start wearing them. It's cooling off. I love that. So here we are at our Ounce of Prevention chat time. And you're with me, Dr. Stephanie Fine, and we chat here Thursdays at 12:30. And it's on the same day that you get your Ounce of Prevention in your inbox, Thursday mornings. You can sign up for that at stephaniefinemd.com. You get it every morning at 4 in the morning, California time. I'm actually up around that time. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So what we're talking about today is the Bermuda Triangle of holiday weight gain, because it's official. So we have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. So you can see it's a little triangle. And what happens to a lot of people is they start with the candy and it's a slide on ice all the way until New Year's with a big, alcohol explosion. And then you have the January hangover where you've gained 5-10 pounds. And what happens most, like statistically, is that people don't drop that. And so that's where the weight comes. Even if it's 2 pounds, let's say, people do what, if it's 2 pounds and you don't get rid of it, in 10 years, that's 20 pounds. It's amazing how that adds up. And if you're conscious and aware of it, and let's say you normally gain 10, you only gain 2, amazing. And then right away drop it and you're good to go. So the point about the Bermuda Triangle and the reason we're talking about it is because we're going to stay conscious this year. Yes, we are, because this is literally my favorite time of year because it's talking about preventing weight gain, about being conscious of what we're eating, what we're doing, how we're spending our time, especially as we get into Thanksgiving and Christmas time with the parties and the interactions with people, emotions can run high. I love planning for these things, and that's exactly what we need to do to prevent ourselves from getting sucked into the triangle. So I was going to get my planner, but the truth is it's in my computer. So it's not really that, it's not that exciting to look at. But the point is we have 9 weeks from today till New Year's. 9 weeks. What I really want you to do, and what will help so much, is if you get out your calendar and look at the 9 weeks. I want you to have a general idea of the 9 weeks. Where are you traveling? Where are you partying? Where are you hosting? What's happening? When is Aunt Edna coming? You know what I mean? Like all that sort of stuff. And the reason I want you to start looking now is because we're balancing out the holiday times. So I talk about this in terms of balancing out the week. You have a certain number of calories that you can have in a week. I mean, just how many calories your body burns in a week. You can balance that out in terms of input by eating less, let's say during the week, and you can have a little more on weekends, or you can spread it out evenly through the week, however you want to do it. We've talked about before, if you have like a party on the weekend, then you plan for that and you can easily balance out the week. We can do that for the holiday season too. And now is a great time because if we didn't get too much into the Halloween candy, by the way, I literally have not bought it yet. It's tonight. I practice what I preach. I am going after lunch to pick up the candy because then I have no exposure to it. Anyway, the point is if you did okay with the candy, you actually have, the beginning of November until we get to Thanksgiving. And then it's, Thanksgiving to Christmas is really intense, depending on the candy situation at Halloween, between Halloween and Thanksgiving. So my point being is that if you're looking at your schedule now, then you can see how, if it will be more difficult in December, and then use November as your time to even it out. So you'll be extra conscious in November, planning. You could even drop a pound or 2, planning for December. How do you want to spend December? Now's a great time to think about that. And you can get as detailed as you want, or you can get sort of a meta view, just how in general, how I'm going to eat, what decisions I'm going to make, which parties I'm going to go to, which ones were too hard for me. Actually, last year we talked about taking notes. I think it was particularly around Thanksgiving. the things that worked, the things that didn't, the things you're going to do, the things you're not. Well, it's coming up. Now is a great time to refer back to the notes. And if you didn't do it last year, plan to do it this year. The year goes by so darn quickly that when I was thinking about the notes, I'm thinking it felt like I did it 1 second ago. So there was, I went to the Balboa Island boat parade last year. It turns out my family does not enjoy it as much as I do, which I had no idea. Really, I didn't. It's so enjoyable to me. It just made no sense. But anyway, finally they let me know. So I went with a girlfriend, and it was so much fun. We both had fun. This way, it's great. It's such a much better way to do it. So what have I already planned for? The boat parade. Sans family. It's those kind of things. Those kinds of notes are important too for like, don't sit next to Uncle Jed. You know what I mean? Like, or remember to invite so-and-so this year. You know, that kind of thing. So it's about interactions. It's about food choices. It's about really managing the emotional time and the time that you know is going to be heavier in calories. So that's what I'm asking you to do this, what is this? Oh, the beginning of the Bermuda Triangle on Halloween. It's actually Halloween. So, before you give out your candy or after or during, as you're running back and forth to the door, you can start looking at your schedule and planning where it makes sense to have more calories and to have fewer calories. That's the balance. When you're going to have more, plan to have less someplace else. That works out really well. And it all evens out. And then it's January, and maybe if you have a little to deal with, you deal with it, done and done. And you go on, you check that season off as fantastic, and you move on to the rest of your year. That's what I want for you. So get out that calendar, check out your stuff, and I will see you here next week. Bye.